You know, initially he closed everything down. Great job. But then as you guys could see, at the end of 2020, things just started to go crazy in California. We were the, ground zero for COVID-19, and we still are technically. Like you said, Romeo's ICU openings are at 0%. 218 healthcare workers died of COVID-19 in December and January alone. My thing is Hollywood and Los Angeles specifically is the epicenter, is the superstar of California. So once you open up Los Angeles, I feel like it was a great thing to keep. I have no nails on. Y'all know I love my nails. I haven't been able to get my nails done. I am suffering right now, okay? But I am happy that everything is closed down, because once Los Angeles opens, you can open San Diego and San Francisco and things like that. Those are great places, but Los Angeles is the superstar of California. So when you open up Hollywood, you're going to have all these tourists that want to come into town and visit. They're going to come from Atlanta and Texas and places like that that have never closed. And that is where my fear, and us in Los Angeles, we want to make it to the other side of the COVID-19 pandemic. So that's my only thing.
One thing's back open, unfortunately. A lot of people are fighting for it.
I'm scared.
And then a lot of people are dying. What a weird space to be in.
Exactly.
I'm very scared.
My point.
All right, so now we're going to talk about one of my favorite places, Target. Okay, they announced that it will reward all of the company's hourly employees with a $500 bonus for their hard work during the challenging COVID-19 pandemic, according to Fox 9. Love it. Now, they said, we're saying thank you to 375,000 of our frontline team members with the $500 bonus in the new year, the company tweeted. Now, the retail corporation, they're going to hand out bonuses to team members in stores, distribution centers, headquarters, and field-based officers in the effort to show gratitude. Also, store directors, executive team leaders, and salary distribution center leaders, they're all going to receive bonuses ranging from $1,000 to $2,000. The company said it's the 5th time they've dished out money bonuses during the pandemic. Target has weathered the pandemic, as you know, quite well, and they reported that its online sales surged 102% for December and November periods. And also, sales at its in-person stores open for at least a year rose 4.2%. Also, customer traffic was up 4.3%, and the average dollar spent rose 12.3%. So I'm going to say what everyone else is thinking. How was Target able to give their almost 400,000 employees a stimulus check, but we still waiting for ours? Absolutely. Well, although we don't know exactly what's going to happen with the impeachment, what we do know is that they're expecting for this trial to be shorter than the 21-day trial that happened when he was impeached the last time. But also, Brooke, to your question, I feel like for me, what was more important were things like the moratorium on evictions, stimulus checks, unemployment, things like that were more important to me. And I feel like I'm glad that they gave Biden some breathing room, like you said in that story, to get those things out of the way, more pressing issues. And now we can deal with the impeachment, because once the impeachment comes, it's going to take over everything.
I just don't know why we can't do both. Why can't we do both?
Well, I feel like this is a great way to begin Black History Month. First things first, if this, of course, happens. Shout out to you, Joe Biden, for that. But also, back in the 1800s, Harriet Tubman, she fought to get her widow pension for $20 a month. She was a spy and all of these other things. It was 34 years that she in the making. So for her to fight to get a $20 a month pension for the rest of her life. She also won the Women in the 20s contest back in 2015. Rosa Parks came in number 3. So this is a full circle moment. For Harriet Tubman, she needs to be on the $20 bill. Long time coming, well deserved. And also, if this happens, let me tell you, someone like me who doesn't carry cash, I would love to be like, oh, can you break my Harriet Tubman 20, please, for me, please?
Carrying that like I would be carrying $2 bills.
I would love it.
You know what I mean? No,
Make this happen, Joe.
It would be so special. And
Joe Biden, run me my $20 bills with Harriet Tubman on them. Okay, now moving right along. Johnson & Johnson said Tuesday that the company is on track to meet its target of 100 million coronavirus vaccine doses for the United States by the end of June. One of many announcements made on vaccine supply, according to The Hill. Johnson & Johnson vaccine trial is being closely watched with potential to produce a third vaccine for the U.S., helping further the increase in available doses. The company said Tuesday that it expects results from its phase 3 trial by early next week. If the vaccine proves to be safe and effective and authorized in the coming weeks, the company's CFO, Joseph Wolk, told CNBC, we're very confident and on track to meet all of our commitments, which will include 100 million doses to the U.S. by the end of June. The 100 million doses of the Johnson & Johnson vaccine is expected to reach more people because only one shot is required per dose, in contrast to the Pfizer and Moderna vaccines that require 2 shots.
For this, I hope a few of them lose their jobs as a result.
Because you know what, Melissa, that's what's needed. They need to be hit in the pockets. They also need to be off the street. Because like I said yesterday, a lot of these officers that have harmed unarmed black people, as we use, they've had offenses in the past. Like the officer with George Floyd. This is not their first time that they've done that. They were able to get away with it, like situations that we've seen in the past. So we need to get these cops, these terrible cops, off the streets and get people in the roles that are here to actually serve and protect. Well, all I'm going to say is if you are in a crowd of people and there are 2,000 people and there is 0.01% black people, go home. Okay? So, yeah.
If somebody says, let's storm the Capitol, go home.
Just leave. Just leave. If you are if you are 1 in 2,000, just go home. Just leave. All right. So taking it to our YouTube soulmates, you guys, I couldn't even, I'm overwhelmed with options of great comments to choose from today. Okay. Robin Peterkin says, we need more people to watch The Black Report. And you know what, Robert? I agree with you.
Demi, where were you at?
Well, you know where I was at, Romeo. I actually was right here as well as on the radio on 935 KD. I've told you guys before. It was a Sunday. I had a 4-hour shift that turned into a 9-hour shift. And everybody from the radio station, our sister station, Power 106, and all of the personalities all came on my show and of 935 KD and Power 106. We all came and we just literally just talked to LA, opened up the phone lines. I called you. I remember you just got off your flight, got you on the airwaves, and it was an emotional moment for you. So I was right here in this very room actually on the day that Kobe Bryant passed away, and it was an awful day. It was a hard day, but we made it through LA, and it's just really sad. Even like you said, Brooke, to just have to think about it. Like I can't even believe it's been a year. The time just really went so quick. Also, happy birthday to Kirk Franklin as well. But taking it to our YouTube soulmates here, one of our soulmates, one of our soulmates says, "Okay, Target for the $500 bonus," and then a small conversation about chocolate happens. We had some Babe Ruth fans, some Kit Kat fans, and then Romeo's cousin hopped in the chat and said, "Let them know, Romeo." It got real in chat, real intense. So make sure you hop in our YouTube chat and check out what happened. Then one more of our YouTube soulmates says, "Yes, Target employees were holding it down and keeping the stores clean throughout the pandemic." Now, if you are enjoying as much as we do right here, chatting with us on YouTube, you might want to head on over to Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, all at Fox Soul, because the conversation, it never stops.